I'm Bernie from Upper Hunter Valley in New South Wales. Currently on the road there is a 10th anniversary, gold 10th anniversary, purchased not that long ago. The one behind me is about to be registered. Give it a good run. It originally was supposedly a parts car, so it hasn't been run for be a good, like on the road, probably for a good 10 years, if not more. But the previous owner was pretty meticulous with starting things and making sure things went, and it runs and drives really nice. So there's also a little green Chero Ute. It's got a few little gremlins at the moment, but that's Jeep. Chero Ute's a I think it's a J200 cab, mounted on 1981 Cherokee chassis. So 360, all quaddy. The old bloke who had it, everything new, so diffs rebuilt, gearbox rebuilt, transfer rebuilt. It's the same road before. The steel lines, vacuum lines from the quaddy up to the motor, he bought them new. So he just hasn't used anything second hand on it at all. Downfalls of it is he rushed the paintwork at the end. So yeah. Then there's the 85 Wagoneer, Cherokee, which is like 360 727. It's got a little electrical issue, which I think I found out this morning. So hopefully it's going to be drivable as well. And the rest of them are pretty much resto jobs. First Jeep was a J2000. I think it's a 70. The tags come back as a 70. Pre-ADR one anyway, without the ADR tags. Purchased that when I was in Perth in 1999, and yeah, it's undergone some modifications. It runs a 6.2 Chevy V8 diesel, turbo 400 through to a divorce 205 transfer, and rear diffs a 9-inch out of an F100, and the front's a later model wide track diff out of a Chief. All the bodywork's been done, and it was ready to be painted before we had a bit of an incident when it was on a car trailer. So it's still got a little more work to go before it goes back on the road. But yeah, that was the first one. Oh, best Jeep memory would be, I don't think there's one, and I don't think they're probably finished, but the most recent one was the older lady who I bought these cars off. That's probably what I like most about it is the people you meet, and their story that fits in with the Jeep basically. So yeah, that and like all your events, people. There's no bad people in the Jeep community. It's probably one of the best things you'll find something to talk about, whether it's Jeep or eventually you'll find something in common that you can connect with. Okay, so why Jeep? The J2000 I purchased in Perth. Before I left, I'm originally from southeast Victoria. Before I left Victoria, I'd rebuild a 60 series Land Cruiser. Pretty much done everything on it, same new paint, new panel, put a later model vacuum transfer case and 5-speed in it. Really nice car, like it was probably one of the better ones around, it metallic blue, but you walk around the corner and there was just another 60 series there and another 60 series there. So when I got to Darwin, I sold it, and I sort of said I'm not going to muck around with cars anymore. That was sort of it for me. But when I saw the 2000, its uniqueness, and that I hadn't seen one before. I sort of was sucked into it again, and as probably many people know, they just tend to grow and multiply, and I'm lucky in the fact that I have more than enough room and probably the finances to purchase a lot. A lot of the ones I buy are for parts, not necessarily for me, but so Jeep means, I said, the uniqueness of them. They're different to, I suppose here in Australia they're different to a lot of other things because there's not as many of them here. It's also the community, people you meet. You can almost instantly trust anybody within the Jeep community. It's they're not, very forthcoming and welcoming. So what would I say to a non-Jeeper? Don't do it. No, it is like people who I know will fit into it. So you meet somebody and you know, you're the type of person who would fit well within the Jeep community. I do suggest that they buy a Jeep, but I also give them a lot of information on how much of a headache it can be, and what will happen if you do buy one. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. There's a lot of people who Jeep, you know, like they just screw their noses up, or people go, oh, what's a Jeep? So my all-time favourite Jeep, that's, as you can probably see by how many are around here, is probably not a really good question to be asking me. But to stick with what I had first was the J truck. It's unique in any full drive in Australia. Like you can go into your wagons and that, and there's Land Cruiser wagons, and I know there's a Land Cruiser Ute, but the J truck just has a look about it that's just unique to it and to Jeep. So that's probably my favourite. Then then that probably flows through to any of the older stuff. So pre-80 is probably my favourite. 3-piece bumpers, chrome. They always catch my eye, and if any parts pop up, then I'm always keen on getting them and saving them. So I'm Bernie, and thanks for listening to my Sentence to Life story.